Hello, 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 and welcome back again. This is JR, host of Conversations with JR. And I am just really happy to be talking to you today because I am really fired up about leaving the summer, going into the fall, and the new things that I'm going to bring to you coming in the fall. So, in the meantime, I want you to enjoy the last days of summer. Get out there and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Fall comes with its own beauty, cooler weather, which some people enjoy. It comes with all the different colors, smells, pumpkin, spice, the holiday season. So in anticipation of that, I want everyone to still enjoy this summer because we are at the end of August and there's still some more enjoying to do. Um, Today's reading, I did a reading, I went live on my Facebook page, and today's reading is going to be dedicated to men. I did a live reading again on Facebook about black women and how we are accused of always being angry and difficult and, hard to get along in relationships. And the reason why I wrote that was because I had an experience about 2 weeks ago with a young gentleman on the train whom I engaged in a conversation with him. And I guess because I refused to continue to engage in the conversation with him, he had a very angry outburst. I was riding the train at work, so it was in a public place. And he proceeded to call me a long list of names and say that sisters, the reason what's wrong with the world is that sisters are always brushing off brothers and we act like we don't want to be bothered with them. And we act like we're better than them. And so I just remained calmed, but I was really rattled and confused by that conversation that we had. So it wasn't even with me. He just had this outburst. So to move on, if you want to see that reading that I did on that, it's on my Facebook page, Conversations with JR. It's on my Drag the Pen blog. It's all on Facebook. Okay, so I wanted to sit down and I wanted to write something dedicated to men because I feel that the reason why we are angry towards each other, especially in the black community, is because of a lot of experiences that we have and because of a lot of past trauma, and we just don't know what else to do with all that anger and all that pent-up bitterness and resentment and aggression. So the next person that comes along, that's the person that get it. And so the reason why I sat down and I wrote this piece is because, first of all, I'm not blaming anyone, I'm not pointing fingers, and I'm not making any judgments. I want to look at it from the perspective of a male because when I went live on Facebook and I read the piece that is dedicated to women, I got a lot of positive feedbacks from men. There were nothing negative. They were very, very encouraging. And so I tried to think about it from the perspective of a man and how men feel in today's society. So here it goes. Today, I would like to read to you a piece I wrote dedicated to men who feel that they don't have parts of them that are broken and need to heal. I like to address their need to live in denial instead of addressing what is really nagging them. It is easy for men to lay blame and point fingers at women for the complications that they suffer. You see, men rely on the theory of the original sin. Let me explain. Remember Eve, Adam's wife? As the story goes, she led him astray by convincing him to take a bite out of the forbidden fruit. Nice try. But people should stop buying into this lame excuse to use women as scapegoats to what's troubling men. The truth is, men have experienced trauma, they have experienced loss, they have experienced childhood trauma, abuse, neglect. Some of them have watched their mothers being beaten by their fathers. Some were molested, and some was even beaten by their fathers because their fathers convinced them is that this is the way you become a man. Men are under pressures to be leaders, masculine, brave, and to disconnect from their emotional needs so that they will not appear to be weak. Men have been taught to be predators, aggressive, breadwinners, players, and heroes. At a young age, little boys are taught to be tough. First lesson, don't cry. Second lesson, be aggressive. Third lesson, learn how to fight. Thus, this is how little boys mature into angry adult men. Men are told what to feel and how to think like a man, and in some cases, young boys are put in charge of the household and told that now you are the man of the house. Men are taught that they have to take what they want and to keep their little women in check, and that they are the head of the family and that their authority should not be challenged. Some men are angry because they are forced to marry because of cultural and religious reasons, or that they have knocked up someone's daughter. Also, there is the mama's boy. You know, their mothers treat them like they're their surrogate husbands, and they keep them home with them forever, and they chase away any woman who is interested in their son, claiming that no one is good enough for their son. Men are getting married and they are on the down low. Men are allowed to have a wife and a side chick, running between two homes, trying to be a man in one home and a player in the other. Bottom line, men will never admit that they are oppressed by society's standards on what it means to be a man. For centuries, men have suppressed their anger and denied that they are emotionally broken, leading them to develop dysfunctional behavior. It is because of these reasons and many more, men find it difficult to successfully engage in a one-on-one relationship, and a one-on-one intimate relationship at that. Men conceal how much they are broken and shift the blame on women, citing women that we are too difficult, we are too emotional, we are nags, we are too dependent, we are too angry, we are too selfish. And that's the reason why they are the way they are. I would like to say to men, I am a mother. I am a mother of a wonderful son who has matured into an amazing father and a dedicated husband. And he wears many, many hats. He's an ex-soldier, he's a church musician, he's a football coach, he's an excellent cook, and he also hometutored one of his children. My son is very well organized and he is very well focused. Over the years, my son has opened up to me about experiences that he have had that has caused him pain. What I'm proud about my son is the way that he has taken positive path and positive steps to address the pain, to heal his pain, and that he didn't take it out on his wife, and he didn't take it out on his children, and he did not seek healing out in the street. He didn't seek healing out on the street. This is the last thing that I would like to say. This is my final words. The world is not the enemy. It is just the ridiculous standards that society has heaped upon each gender, placing us at a disadvantage. We are not allowed to be our true selves. Instead, we are told who we need to be. I hope that this reading, this piece that I've written, I hope that you can really sit down, Think about what it is that I am saying, because Conversation with JR is about sitting down and engaging in meaningful conversations. It is about talking about all those things that everybody else is talking about everybody else with. But they're not talking to their partners, they're not talking to their mothers, their fathers, their sisters, their brothers. Conversations with JR is a platform that I hope is dedicated to the empowerment of men and women, and especially when it comes down to intimate relationship, and also looking at the structure, the broken structure of family, and look at how we can sit down and start engaging in meaningful conversation, not the blame game, meaningful conversation, and to help us to heal from within outward. That way we can be better people out in society. It starts with us first. The core values of Conversations with JR is hope, faith, and healing. That's what I am hoping. That's what I am hoping to accomplish every time I sit down and I have a conversation with you. I am hoping that you will get someone and let them sit down and listen to Conversations with JR, and then it will spark the conversations and people start healing one person at a time. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, you can go on my blog, which is on Facebook. It's called Drag the Pen. It's one word, Drag the Pen. I also have Conversations with JR on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Like, send comments. I would love to hear from you. Send some suggestions that I can talk about relationship issues. In the meantime, enjoy your summer, and I'll be talking to you soon.